right, Mr. Ford.
Oh, that's all right, Tommy. You're welcome any time. Oh, look, do you mind standing by for a few minutes? I want to get one of the mechanics to have a look at that fuel gauge.
Well, certainly, I'll stay. Vic Freeton, what are you doing here? Mr. Ford thinks you're still over at the farm.
How would you know that?
Well, he mentioned it during the flight.
Where is he now?
Over in the hangar, I think. He's getting a mechanic to see the fuel gauge.
Fuel gauge? There's nothing wrong with it?
Mr. Ford says there is.
I say there isn't. I've flown this plane hundreds of hours. I should know. What's that? What's all this stuff?
It's Frank Ford's aircraft, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's who it's for.
Have a look at that gauge.
Like you ordered, Mr. Ford. 2 cases of it. But the boy's mad. He can't fly an aircraft. Boy? There was a man with him a few minutes ago. Dark-haired. Had a kind of surly air about him. He wore glasses. Freeton. Vic Freeton. And he's taken the boy with him.
The magic boomerang.
The ancient legend of the Dreamtime people tells of a magic boomerang. When this strange boomerang flies in the sky, all time will stand still. Whoever has this boomerang has a great power.
Nothing to it. Everything's fine. Gauge is okay. 3/4 full.
Take it down. You can't just take an aircraft. Go back.
Where to, Tom? Where am I going to go back to?
To the airport, of course.
Oh, yes. So I can take back Mr. Ford's plane safe and sound, eh? So I'll have something more to complain about. Oh, no. I've got Mr. Frank Ford just where I want him.
What are you going to do, Vic?
I don't know yet. I'll think about it.
Where are we heading for?
I don't know that either. Anywhere.
Let's call the airport.
Keep away from the radio. You just keep quiet.
Vic? Vic Frieden? This is Frank Ford calling you. I repeat again, Vic. Bring that aircraft back immediately. You're in danger. There is a faulty fuel gauge. The petrol tank is only a quarter full, though the gauge shows 3/4. Do you hear me? Over. I think you better get Tom's parents on the telephone. I'll talk to them. Hurry.
Right, Mr. Ford. Operator, give me Thumbleton Park.
Hello? Hello? Oh, hello, Frank. Gwen here.
Oh, look, Gwen, I'm sure there's no cause for alarm, but Tom is flying in my aircraft with Vic Frieden.
But Vic's a good pilot, isn't he? What's the matter then? What's happened?
Well, I left Tom to watch over the aircraft while I went into a hangar, and Vic Frieden must have persuaded or forced the boy into the aircraft, and then they took off. I'm sure they'll be all right, but there are a couple of things to worry about. You see, the fuel gauge isn't working properly, and they've only got about enough petrol left for 20 minutes flying time.
You've got a radio, haven't you? Call them up. Tell them.
Well, I tried, Gwen, but Vic wouldn't reply, or else he hadn't bothered to switch the radio on. And there's another thing which might be dangerous. Just before the aircraft took off, I'd arranged for a couple of crates of high explosives to be loaded into it.
Explosives?
Well, I was building a dam, and
Mr. Ford.
hang on, Gwen.
They're headed back this way.
The plane's coming back this way, Gwen. I'll try and contact them again. What? Yes, I think perhaps you better. I'll see you here then.
You are landing, aren't you, Vic?
Suppose I do. Then you and the boss and everybody will really make trouble for me.
Don't be silly. You haven't harmed anyone or anything. Just tell Mr. Ford it was a joke. You're having a bit of fun.
Mr. Ford's lost his sense of humor. I don't think he ever had any. We're staying up.
He's taking her up again.
Well, try the radio. Vic Frieden. This is Ford. Now be sensible, Vic. Put the aircraft down now and nothing more will be said. Do you read me? Over. Calling Vic Frieden. Calling Vic Frieden.
What are you angry about, Vic?
Never mind.
Why'd you make me come with you?
What?
What am I doing here?
I wanted someone to talk to. But it doesn't matter now. I know what I'll get to do.
What? What are you gonna do, Vic?
You there, Mr. Ford? This is your favorite jack of all trades here. I know you're listening. I know you're listening. You're trying to work out how to get this plane down. Well, why don't you order me? Go on. Go ahead.
Ford speaking. Now, listen, Vic. You're still my employee, so I have the right to order you to land and to allow Tom to go unharmed.
Now he's worried about you.
Now, listen, Vic. If you do this, I won't say anything more about it. We'll forget the whole thing.
Well, that's real wonderful of you, boss. Maybe you'll give me that rise I wanted, eh? Maybe you'll make me station manager. Anything to get your plane back and keep young Tommy safe.
Vic, listen to me. Now, think carefully. Your feelings about me shouldn't concern or endanger anyone else. You'll be running out of petrol soon, and if you crash, those crates behind you...
What do you mean, run out of petrol? What are you trying to do, frighten me? I've flown more planes than you've seen. That's another thing you've forgotten, isn't it? My flying experience. 4 years during the war. I've flown kites that were tied up in fencing wire. I brought them back full of holes. No instruments, no radio, nothing. And you harp about a faulty fuel gauge.
I beg you to listen to me, Vic.
You hear that? My boss begs me to listen. Well, that's new. You begging me.
Freedom! What do you want?
I don't know yet. I'll think about it and I'll let you know.
Vic, when Mr. Ford started to say something about those crates in the back. Well, do you want me to have a look at them? They might be valuable.
Yeah, all right. If it's food, bring me some. I haven't eaten since last night.
Vic!
Explosives. That's typical of Mr. Ford.
He tried to warn you, Vic.
Oh, he was thinking about you. All right. We'll let him stew down there. We'll cruise around, and then I'll strike a bargain with him.
You've been very sensible, Vic.
Don't you tell me what I am. You just keep quiet.
Vic Freeton, I keep on calling you. Please answer me. There isn't much time left.
Oh, by the way, Mum, Mr. Ford offered me a ride in his aeroplane. Oh, Mum, you're a born warrior. Always think I'm going to get into trouble. Get into trouble. Get into trouble.
Is Tom all right, Frank?
They're still up there, Gwen. I've been talking to Freeton. He's some kind of plan to make me agree to whatever it is that he wants.
Well, then give in to him, Frank. This is no time to worry about rights and wrongs of things. Tom's up there with him.
I know, Gwen, I know, but it isn't as simple as that. All right, I can agree to anything that he wants, but even then...
How much time have they got, Frank? That fuel gauge.
About 15 minutes. Then they'll run out of petrol. Oh, he'll try and coast down, land somewhere other than this airport, I should think.
And the explosives. Can't he dump the explosives? Call him, Frank. Call him and tell him to do that, please.
Yeah, we can try. Come in, Don.
Right, Mr. Ford.
We've been trying to raise them, but they won't answer. We'll try again. Calling Vic Freeton. This is Frank Ford calling Vic Freeton. Come in, please.
Just made a circuit of the drone.
Vic, you must answer. Tom's mother is here and she wants to speak to her son. Now answer this call. Over.
Where are we heading, Vic?
To make a new dam for my boss.
What do you mean?
Those explosives. They're to make a new dam on the property, right? That means a hole in the ground. Right. We'll give it to him.
Vic, you're not going to drop those explosives on Mr. Ford's property.
That's exactly right. We kill two birds with one stone. We get rid of the stuff in the plane, and at the same time we give him his new dam. Brilliant, eh?
Vic, put down first. Let me go.
Let you go? Oh, no. I've got you worked out, too. Why are you here, I mean? To make old Ford toe the line. I'll bring back his plane, if he treats me better in the future. That's fair enough, isn't it?
He doesn't agree.
And you and me and this plane, we don't know where we'll finish up, do we? Here, clean my glasses, will you? You got a hanky? Come on, hurry up. Where are they?
Vic, do me a great favor. Switch on the radio and let me speak to Mr. Ford.
No.
I won't tell him anything about the explosives or what you intend doing with them. I just want to give him a message from the parents.
You'll say the wrong thing. Well, not a word about my plans. Just say you're all right.
This is Tom Thumbleton calling Tower Control. Come in, please, Mr. Ford.
Go ahead, Tom.
Mr. Ford, tell my parents I'm all right.
Tom, it's Mum. Are you really all right?
Mum, what are you doing there?
Tom, try and get Vic to land. You haven't much time. The fuel tanks are almost empty.
Hello, Mrs. Thumbleton. This is Vic Freeton here.
Vic, what are you doing?
Well, now, that depends on my boss, doesn't it?
But how? Why, Tom? He's never harmed you, neither of my husband nor I.
No, well, that's not the point. I'll tell you why. When Mr. Bossman Ford agrees to give me a better deal, then I'll think about giving myself up. But understand this, not a word to the police. And Mr. Ford, for your benefit, I'm willing to listen to an offer.
All right, Frieden. What's the deal?
Oh, not so fast. But this is it. You think out some way to bring me some money. 2,000 or 3,000. Now, you can do it. Now, you get it, and you bring it alone to the new dam site. And you leave it there. And I pick it up in the plane. But remember this. You bring it alone. No tricks. You just leave the money. I got plenty of fuel. Now, let's hear an answer. That ought to fix him. I think I've earned it. Come on, Mr. Ford. Let's have an answer.
But it's terrible. What he wants doesn't make sense.
What he wants is straight-out blackmail. Even if I could raise the money, he's still going to run out of fuel. Freedom, what you ask is impossible. Blackmailing me isn't going to save you both. You've only got enough fuel left for 10 minutes. Can't you understand that?
You're lying. I've half a tank left. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm making for the dam. You better be there, Mr. Ford. Hang on, son. Here we go.
What's going to happen, Frank?
That fool's going to crash land for certain. He might have enough petrol left to make it back to my property, though.
Well, come on, let's get over there then.
Oh, it's all right now. You're imagining things.
I saw
It
it!
won't do you any good. I've sent old Ford out. I'm going to go right through with this thing. Here, clean my glasses, will you? Hurry up. Don't rub the glass away. Hurry up, will you? No good without my glasses. Want me to hit a mountain or something?
Take it easy, Vic. 50 degrees.
Hurry up, will you?
Vic!
There. You see that hill down there? You see that windmill? That's where they're going to dig the dam. And I'm going to save the boss the trouble.
Don't do it, Vic. There are cattle standing down there.
You get ready to throw those crates out.
No, Vic, I won't do it.
No? Well, I'll do it. What's the trouble now?
Vic, we're out of petrol.
Come on.
Can't you do something?
Come on. Hang on. We're going to have to land. Well, I'm not licked yet. I can still blow a hole in the ground. Just as a parting favor.
But you can't get away now, Vic. Not on foot, anyway.
No? Old man Ford won't walk. He'll bring his car. I'll take that. You jump out and lend a hand. Honey, Tom? Don't you run. Just don't you run. Hey, Tommy. Tommy, where are you? Help me, will you? Help me find my glasses. Tommy.
Tom, how on earth did you think of taking Vic Freeton's glasses?
Well, I had to do something.
But didn't he try and stop you?
No, not really. I suppose it was because... Because it was a matter of survival for me. I don't know, really.
Well, maybe we can get some work done around here. That is, if you've finished with flying for the moment.
Yes, I finished. For the moment.